Hi, boys and girls. Today is Friday, and our lesson today is called Punctuation Party. So here's what I want to teach you. Writers use punctuation marks to help the reader know when the sentence stops, to understand that your sentence is over and you should stop and take a breath before you keep on reading, right? So in first grade this year, we have done a lot of writing. You have written many, many, many sentences over the whole year at Clara Barton. However, today and always, it's especially important to check for those punctuation marks because I found that a lot of times in my class, the students would write really great sentences, but they would forget to put a period at the end. And so today, when you go back and look at your writing, you don't have to write anything new. I just want you to look and see, maybe even take a pen or a fun marker, and I want you to look and see that every sentence has a punctuation mark. And if it doesn't, you can go ahead and add that with a pen or a marker or a red crayon, something that makes it pop. Okay, you could even take a highlighter, use a highlighter to mark it so it really stands out. I want everyone to go back and find all the punctuation marks. Celebrate your writing, have fun doing it, maybe put some music on like our picture here. All right, but our focus today is making sure that every sentence in your story that you wrote this week has a punctuation mark. Okay, so here are the four that we learned about. The first one is the yellow one. Take a look at that yellow one. Do you have a guess what that is? If you said comma, you are correct. And I think you should put your hand up. Put your hand up for this one. A comma is like a little pause, right? It's not a complete stop sign. It just means to pause, take a little breath, and then you're going to continue on. How about the purple one? See this purple one here? That purple one is called a period, and it says, I think we should stop altogether. How about this blue one? The blue one is called an exclamation mark. You use that one when you're excited. Yay, I'm so happy. Or it could be when you're mad, right? I had to yell at my son a couple of minutes ago because he wasn't listening, and I felt like I was using an exclamation mark when I was talking to him. And then how about this pink one? Do you know what that one's called? Did you guess question mark? Then you are correct. And here's the sentence. What are you guys talking about? Do you hear how my voice goes up? When we use a question mark, our voice goes up at the end of the sentence. All right? So these are the four different kinds of punctuation marks that we learned about. Now remember, one of them is not at the end of a sentence. Can you guess which one doesn't go at the end of the sentence? Yeah, it's the comma. The comma goes in the middle of a sentence or wherever you need a comma to take a break and pause. Okay, the rest are for stopping at the end of the sentence. Okay, so let me show you this next slide. Here is another type of punctuation. This one's called a quotation mark, and I used to do it like this with my students. We used to make our fingers go like this. This is for showing wherever there is dialogue. All right, we use quotation marks before and after the person's words, whatever they are saying. Okay, so you might find a spot where you need to add some quotation marks if you used dialogue in your stories. And then, of course, we've got our period, our exclamation mark, and our question mark. Okay, you ready to play a little game with me? Let's see. We've got some Post-it notes here at the bottom with some different punctuation marks. And what I did was I took some sentences from a student's writing that was in my class last year. I had a little girl in my class last year that wrote a story, a realistic fiction story about a boy named Sam and a cat named, can you guess it? Snowball, yes. So I typed out her sentences so that we could practice fitting in her punctuation marks, see where they're supposed to go. So I want you to try and read sentence number 1 to yourself. All right, let me read it for you. Snowball's fur was so puffy that Sam couldn't find his collar. What do you think should go at the end of that sentence? Do you think it's asking something? No, it's not asking. Do you think it's a period? Is it just telling something? Yes, very good. Snowball's fur was so puffy that Sam couldn't find his collar. We just put a period at the end. It's just a regular sentence with a period at the end. All right, sentence number 2. Try it on your own. There's some snap words in here that you know. Okay, are you ready? Where, oh, where is your collar? Sam asked Snowball. Do you hear my voice change a little there? What do you think? Is it just a period? Just a regular sentence? Let's try it. Where, oh, where is your collar? Sam asked Snowball. No, I don't think a regular period's going to work there. Do you want to know what gave me a hint? This word right here, where, right? This word is a question word. It's asking something. So wherever we see the word where, we know it's got to be a question mark. Let's reread it to make sure it sounds correct. Where, oh, where is your collar? Sam asked Snowball. Okay, looks good. All right, sentence number 3. Try it on your own. Oh, this one's tricky. I'm going to read it for you. Snowball licked Sam's face, then Sam smiled. What do you think? I think if you guessed comma, you are exactly right, because this sentence is not over in this spot. This sentence is just taking a break, a pause, right? You're just doing this little pause. You're not actually stopping. So try it again. Snowball licked Sam's face. Then Sam smiled, right? So it's just a comma. Make that a little smaller so it fits. Whoops, did I lose it? Okay. And our last sentence, number 4, it says, no licking, Sam shouted. 2 spots there. If you're yelling, no licking, what do you think it's going to be? A period or an exclamation mark? Yes, exclamation mark. Come on. There we go. And this last one, what do you think? Sam shouted. How do we end every sentence if it's not a question or an exclamation mark? Yes, with a period. Every sentence should have a period. If you're not sure, boys and girls, and you don't know if it's a question mark or an exclamation mark, go ahead and put a period. We'd rather you have something that stops the reader at the end of your sentence rather than nothing, right? Because then they'll keep on going. Oh my goodness, this does not want to cooperate with me. Ugh, getting frustrated. I'm going to use an exclamation mark. All right, so let's see if we did a good job. Wow, that looks awesome, boys and girls. We have all of our punctuation marks filled in correctly. Now it's your turn. I want you to go back to your story that you worked on this week, and even maybe your story from last week, and check that every sentence has a period at the end, or a question mark or an exclamation mark. And anytime you need a comma to pause in the middle of the sentence, you can give it a try. That's kind of a second grade thing. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. You're not ready for second grade, are you? You are? Okay, good. Go ahead and try practicing those commas. And don't forget about the quotation marks. I had them filled in here for us already because it's kind of tricky. But I think if you have dialogue in your story, you can go back and check to make sure you used your quotation marks, okay? Good luck. Have fun. Bye.